Air traffic, we're looking like a northerly runway because the wind's so slack.
25 Flight Army Air Corps are getting briefed for their first flight of the day in the Bell 212 helicopter. It's now a little after 6 in the morning. The sun has just risen here in Nanyuki, but 25 Flight have already been up for the last hour, carrying out all their pre-flight checks. The reason they're up so early is that the ranges have to be cleared of wildlife before live firing starts about 8 o'clock in the morning, which means a very early start for the crew here. The air is crisp and cool at this time in the morning, but it soon heats up, and the crews have to take weather and the high altitude here in Kenya into account when deciding their flight plan. Hovering over the Laikipia and Archers Post training areas, they're on the lookout for animals who could be at risk within the firing zone. Soldiers train in the middle of a game reserve, so that means hundreds of elephants, zebras and other animals call this home. But with a bullet from the SAAT capable of travelling between 3 and 4 kilometres, this crew faced the challenge of using some gentle persuasion to get the animals to move.
Most of them tend to move off fairly quickly. It's the giraffe that are quite stubborn, take quite a while. So for us, it's quite a good job, low level, within the realms of our fourth. Just scaring the giraffe away quite close to the aircraft, so it's quite a good side of the job.
But of course, 25 Flight are not just here for the wildlife. 24 hours a day during each Exercise Askari Thunder, they provide CASEVAC cover to the troops out in the field, working alongside army medics from each battle group. Treatment for emergencies like snake bites are practiced time and time again, so that if it happens for real, the response is instinctive. This is a challenging climate for the soldiers.
The main concern we have about it is the heat injury. Obviously with the climate, we are quite high up in altitude, but still it gets very hot, and if the guys don't rehydrate, they'll go man down very quickly with heat illness or heat exhaustion and that. Other things, which is quite simple, even though they've got the new fight light policy, guys will still trip over on logs and that. Outstretched hand, we're looking at broken scaphoids, sprained wrists, sometimes elbows and even clavicles, the bone up here. As well as obviously snake bites and spider bites. Spider bites are more common purely because they're snowing and they get run, you lay on them and that sort of stuff. Snake bites we can mostly avoid because snakes don't like a lot of movement.
With over 1,000 exercising troops out on the training area at any one time, it's a big responsibility. But living and working out in Kenya comes with its fair share of perks.
Flying's brilliant regardless of where you are. But out here, the weather's nice, the climate's nice, the people are fairly nice. And it's just enjoyable. It's nice to actually do your job and actually provide a service to the people on the ground.
Today's shift may be over, but it's thanks to 25 Flight that this remains such a fascinating place to train. Ali Gibson, Forces News, Kenya.